Okay, it's March the 29th. Today I'd like to introduce my level 2 ESOL students. This is Gateshead College, and we are doing functional skills level 1 at the moment. And today we're doing task 1 with Farzaneh Rahimi, but I'd like each student to introduce themselves, please.
Hello, my name is Farzaneh Rahimi and I'm doing the speaking exam today.
Hello, my name is Miriam Barry. I'm doing functional English skills level 1.
My name is Hamid Sabbah. I do functional English level 1.
Okay, Farzaneh, would you like to start your presentation, please?
Global warming is one of the serious issues in these days and causes lots of problems. These problems lead consumers to seek ways to reduce their carbon footprint. And one of the easiest and more efficient ways is using green energy supply. That's the reason I choose this topic, and I'm going to divide my speech in 3 parts. The first part is what is green energy. The second part is what kind of green energy we have. And the third part is how efficient is green energy. So for the first part is what is green energy. The green energy is any kind of energy that has 2 features. The first one is it should be generated from natural and renewable resources such as sun, wind, or water. The second part is it shouldn't harm environment to releasing any factors, kind of green energy, greenhouse gases or carbon dioxide. And the second part is what kind of green energy we have. The first one and the most common one is solar energy. The solar energy is using solar panels that have photovoltaic cells that capture sunlight and generated electricity by solar system. We can use that energy in heating the houses or cooking or even lighting the houses. The second one is the wind power, and for generating electricity from the wind power we need some turbines, and we need the energy of the airflow that's around the world that's push the turbines and generated electricity by that. The third one is hydropower. That is the same as wind power. We need turbine as well, but this time it's use the flow of the water and the energy in the water to push the turbines, and we can use the rivers or streams or dams to generate electricity. The third part is how efficient is green energy. Actually, the efficiency of green energy depends on the location of your home or when you want to generate electricity. If you have good condition, kind of the strong and frequently sunlight, so the solar panels are the best option for you. But if you are in a windy place or in offshore place or higher sites, the wind power is better for you. And also the wind power is more efficient because they don't need lots of process, kind of solar panels. We don't need that. And for conclusion, I can tell the future of the Earth is depend on what are we doing today and what we make decision today. And that's the reason we must be more conscientious about the future of the Earth by supplying green energy.
Thank you.
Thank you, Farzaneh. And would you like to follow on with some questions, please?
Yes, I would ask about what the difference in terms of efficiency when we're talking about oil power and windy power.
Yeah, that's actually a good question, because if we use coals and we need to burn coals, we just have 30% of the energy that the coals have, and all of the other 70% is going to be waste, and also it damages the environment. But for example, for the wind power, for example, it gives us back 1,200% that the energy the wind input in that. So it's huge efficiency.
Thank you, the first, for your good presentation. You talked about renewable energy, so I would like to know if we can consider all the renewable energy as a green energy.
Actually, we can't consider all the renewable energy as green energy, as I said, because there are some kind of energy, the material from the forest that we can burn them, like the woods that are renewable, and all the time we can cut the trees and we have the fresh woods, but we can't consider them as green energy because they release lots of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere and they damage atmosphere, and the green energy purpose shouldn't damage atmosphere or the earth.
I have one more question.
Sure.
Emily. What was the first common kind of green energy?
In the history, I think from many years ago, the first human used geothermal energy. That is the energy of the heat under the layer of the earth, and near the volcanoes there were hot waters, and the people go there and use that hot water, or even animals go there and in the winter they go and use the hot water in there, or using that to heat their environment. I think that would be the earliest one. Yeah.
Okay, always in the same way to my first question, I would like to, can you give us one example of renewable energy, please? The concrete one. The concrete one.
Sorry, can you repeat your question, please?
Can you give us one example of renewable energy we can use every day?
As I said, we can use lots of green energy, like solar panels, like solar system, or wind power, or the energy of hydropower. But it's up to you and your situation of the home, or even if you see some of the calculators in these days, they have the small scales of solar panels that can capture the sunlight and turn it to electricity, so you can use your calculator without battery. So that's maybe the daily use for them. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Can you think the green energy is enough for all the world? It's like factories and like big building. I don't think so. It's enough for like factories or something like that. What do you think about this?
To be honest, in these days, because the green energy is not very improved yet and it's not in high skills, but I think it will be, because the future of the earth can be used like this. We can't continue with burning oils and burning coals and put more CO2 in the atmosphere and cause lots of damage. So we must change our behavior by green supplies. But at the moment, they are good enough for maybe a neighborhood. If we use the big panels, the big solar panels, it can support one neighborhood. But about the bigger like companies, as you said, I'm not sure if they use that for the companies or for maybe a towers or not.
Thank you.
Thank you. Farzaneh. Next week we'll do Hamed and Miriam. Thank you very much.